All right. Welcome to a fine Monday. Welcome everybody who's here today. I'm your host, Gypsy Road. You got Dr. Wu, the Mr. Co-host, sitting over there, spending some time in California, doing some Bigfoot research. And, of course, the topic today is called Bigfoot was investigated by the FBI. Here's what they found. We'll look into what some FBI found, and Bob was hanging out with some Bigfoot hunters. So we're going to do a lot of crisscross information and stuff. Bob didn't get to do a lot of Bigfoot hunting on Sunday because we all forgot Sunday's Easter Sunday. And some people are still in this world. They're still religious. I guess people still appreciate, they still do Easter hunts or not Easter hunts, but they go to church and all that. Yeah. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If you're
now during the apocalypse, is a damn good thing to do. When things are changing all the time, I'd recommend it.
Hey, yeah. Well, have some fun. I mean, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I'll show you. What I did on Easter Sunday. Nothing like super special, but
you look for eggs.
No. I took the dog to saltwater park by the ocean.
Oh.
Let her just let her walk the whole area.
Oh.
You can see how wet she is. She got into the ocean.
Oh.
So that was fun.
Oh. Look at her.
Yeah, that's what life is about, right? Don't let life keep you down. And of course, you see, I wasn't wearing nothing. I don't wear nothing to park, and that's what, like you said, Bob. That's what Easter Sunday is, just to get out, just to enjoy, maybe enjoy life a little bit, instead of being stuck on them. Okay, so far we got Super Nintendo here, we got Scott Morin here, and Hobbs. I'm gonna give a shout out for Hobbs because I did a horror talk movie review today. It's only a 20-minute video. It's not a show, a regular show that I'm planning to do. But Hobbs was there. He was, I like seeing people that I know. Kind of like when somebody's watching. You know what I mean? About like at least one person's watching.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you an extra little spirit to
always. I always ever had one thumb up to watch. I've always liked to visualize this. I know one person was watching, and it makes it easier that way. You just know that person's smiling, and you're doing the best you can to entertain one person. That's all you really need. And everybody else is like icing on the cake. Icing on the cake.
Yeah. And today, because on Sunday, I went to the movies on Friday and Saturday. Actually, saw Godzilla versus Kong on Friday, and then I didn't know. Probably the whole world didn't know there was a horror movie that came out called The Unholy. Didn't know when I went and saw Godzilla. I saw this poster, Bob, and it was like Negan from Walking Dead.
Yeah,
and there's a picture of like Virgin Mary statue with blood on her eyes. I'm like, what the hell is this? Oh, this came out today? So Saturday was bored and went and saw it. If you guys want to see the review, go here. And tomorrow, just so everybody knows, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to be talking about the whole Friday the 13th franchise.
Holy sheep shit.
I'm talking about part 1 all the way to Jason X, Freddy versus Jason, and the new one. And Thursday is going to be the Paranormal Activity, one of the rare found footage movies that are actually pretty good. So beyond that, what somebody say here? My kids had secondhand contact at school and were sent home, so we got screwed for Easter dinner.
No fucking way, man.
My kids got secondhand contact at school and sent home. We got screwed for Easter dinner. Oh, wow. Hold on. I'm trying to get that. Is Scott from another country where they go to a school where they're not home?
Well, remember, some places they go to school. Like in England, I haven't been there for a while, but there are some schools that are open. All private schools are open. So people are still going to school. I mean, they're still going. I mean, they have the opt to go to school in some places. East Coast.
The schooling here, the state I'm in the county that I'm in,
Yeah.
they start back April 19th.
Yeah.
But not a full week. They're doing a hybrid where they have a certain percentage of some kids are going on Mondays, some kids are going on Thursday and Fridays. So, and I think Violet is picking Thursday and Friday. So I got to get times to find out, just in case where we might have to move the show maybe an hour earlier or something to pick her up. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't got those times yet. Yeah, right here. They go Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yeah. They're doing a split week. My daughter's going to be going Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. I mean, if it was me, I don't work at the school places, and I'm not getting into politics because I know Biden says they got to have a plan if they want to get some funds. But I would just think since this school year usually ends in June, just let it be home, and then when the next fall starts, then go back to normal.
We don't know what they're doing. As long as it irritates you, that's what they want. So long as it's irritating you, they're going to go that direction. So your kids are probably going to end up going to summer school. They're all probably going to be mandatory just so they can torture the children.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Irritate the common person. That's the goal. It's what it is. It's funny. It's funny.
No, it is what it is. And I don't know if anybody checked this channel this morning.
Show.
I redropped. I took the segment out of one of our shows, Bob. I don't know if you saw it yet or not.
No, God, I haven't
Alien
seen it.
hand syndrome.
Oh God.
But in this one that I redropped this morning, I added. Let's just say I added. You see here. You can see a hand on a neck. You can see I added some image. I added some shots in it.
Yeah.
To give it a little fun little 8-minute thing. So.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean. I mean, so it's our conversation we had on alien hand syndrome, but I added a few little stuff in it.
Yeah, it's not my fault. It's the alien hand that did it. I get a lot of opposite alien hand syndrome especially from females with a slap to the face.
Scott already watched it. So Scott, do you like the little extra footage that I put in it?
I haven't seen it.
It's only 8 minutes. I added a little extra footage to see what it'll look like if somebody has the alien hand syndrome.
Oh my God.
You watched it.
Alien hand syndrome. That's a real thing now. It's a sad situation to be in. Alien hand syndrome.
Yeah.
Yes, it happens. Happens to the best of us. That person has alien hand syndrome.
Yeah, that person has alien hand syndrome.
Yeah, but it wasn't his fault. There's nothing wrong with him at all. He's probably a pastor out of a church. It just happens.
Yeah, it does happen. No, it happens. It happens.
Medical.
I mean, you see, like, look at that alien hand syndrome right there.
Yeah.
Did you see that? You see him just going to the escalator and he touched her?
Alien hand syndrome. Wasn't even his conscious thought. It was just, he was just minding his own business. His hand did it.
Watch it again. Watch. See?
Yeah.
See?
Definitely alien hand syndrome. That's how it works for me too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
my hand is attracted to nice asses. Stop grabbing ass.
Like watch this alien hand syndrome in our little video here. Kissing her. Watch her. Bam!
Wasn't her fault. It was alien hand syndrome.
No, that was alien hand syndrome right there.
Yeah. Happens to me a lot like that. My alien hand does something, and then the gal's alien hand reciprocates. It's just nobody's mad at each other because it's alien hand syndrome.
And watch, Bob, watch all these guys with the alien hand syndrome. It wasn't their fault. But watch this clip.
Wasn't their fault.
Bam! Alien hand syndrome. Alien hand syndrome.
Yeah.
Alien hand syndrome. Alien hand syndrome. Alien hand syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's none of these guys' fault, Bob.
I think it's an epidemic. I think it's becoming an epidemic now, alien hand syndrome. So nobody should ever be, chastised, yelled at, unless their alien hand conflicts with the other alien hand syndrome. Then it's perfectly fine.
This is how I know Hobbs watched it. It was very fun, especially the guy trying to unhook the bra. Yeah, he watched it.
Not his fault. Alien hand syndrome.
And now knowing about the alien hand syndrome, can we now say it's not Joe Biden's fault of everything all his touching?
Well, actually, he's got alien face syndrome and hand syndrome and hips. Pretty much, he is possessed by an alien, I believe. He's 100% possessed by an alien. Every woman he meets, it's not his fault. It's just he's possessed by an alien body syndrome, like body snatchers. So, yeah, I would definitely stand a couple of feet away from him.
Yep.
He knows not what he does.
See? Beto Venom, my get out of jail card, making notes. It would be so awesome to have alien hand syndrome with Tourette's.
Yeah, with combo with Tourette's, yes. Fuck. Slap on the ass. Shit. I'm so sorry. I have Tourette's and alien hand syndrome. Not my fault.
So if anybody in the chat, if you haven't seen my little remix, I guess you could say it, just a small little remix, just go to you're on my YouTube page. I mean, if you're watching this, you're definitely on the YouTube page. Go watch. It's only 8 minutes. I added a few little clips just to give a little spice on what an alien hand syndrome could look like. It might save your life. And if you accidentally get arrested because you bumped into that person, your hand did something you didn't want to, you can tell the cops that, hey, sir, I have alien hand syndrome.
Yeah, don't forget, women have it too. So don't you be upset if you're a gal out there with alien. You saw the video, Bob.
You saw her slapping the guy. That was alien hand syndrome on the woman's side. And Bob, I have a clip on that video where you know how you saw the guy going up the escalator. Yes. I also have a clip of a woman going up escalator and touching another woman.
Alien hand syndrome, definitely. They know not what they do. Completely excusable. Completely excusable. 100%. Medical card. You should have a medical lanyard around your neck. I want a lanyard with all the medical conditions I have around my neck, so now, I can't be arrested.
Now, I didn't get to catch your video you did over the weekend yet. I got so busy, but I know your video over the weekend did have the word Bigfoot in it.
Yes.
So tell us, did you do anything? I know it's Easter Sunday, so it put a lot of things on hold, but did you do any Bigfoot kind of stuff?
Well, actually, the crew went out. They had to leave abruptly. There was an officer that showed up. The police force showed up. So the show basically was going to be a show, but then it turned out to be a live show with me dealing with a police officer. Well, not a police officer, more like a federal-ish kind of an officer jurisdiction up in the hills. So yeah, I had to deal with that individual. It was quite interesting. Those that watched the show know exactly what I'm talking about. It was an interesting show. Now this is family friendly, so I can't really go overly in details of that show.
I get it, but Bob, we have about so many people. Look at this. Venom. I'm printing out Wikipedia page. Educate them about alien hand syndrome after slapping on their butt. That's education. See how we help people?
It is. It's important to know a lot about these new conditions that keep popping up in this reality place. It's going to have all the information. If you guys can be a participant in that and print things out or put things on the sidebar concerning these things that are new that we need to be aware of, because you yourself can be a victim of alien hand syndrome. So always be aware of that. Yeah. If people want to watch my Saturday one, you have to go. I can talk about a little bit, but you guys have to go watch it. Law enforcement kind of a situation, but there'll be more to come. We're getting, because Bigfoot is a dubious creature, kind of scary. So we're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. We're ready for that monster.
I want to find your video so I could post it in the chat.
Yeah.
This is Bigfoot California edition part 2.
Yeah.
I just want to get it on this page so I can put it in the chat so people can go to your channel and there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's there you go. That's the video of Bob doing a Bigfoot California part 2. Did you have do you have Bear Grease on with you, or was it just you?
Actually, Bear Grease and the other members had to leave pretty quick because another individuals, 2 of them, came onto the property again with the law enforcement agencies kind of a thing, and then they had a lot of questions about what was going on there. I don't blame them, but it was resolved.
Cali is probably also homeless.
Bigfoot
is in Cali. You know what I learned?
What
about the homeless? About a lot of California? What some of these cities were doing in California?
What's that?
And you remember the South Park episode where they had all these homeless in their town?
Yeah.
And
they were being dropped off or something like that. Yeah.
They took them all to drop them off in LA. They had the big bus. Well, I found out that's almost true. That is their cities had programs. This ain't no lie. People, look it up. A lot of cities have programs where if you're homeless, they'll give you a bus ticket to Seattle. And there's places in Seattle, Colorado. California is shipping their homeless out of state. I thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. I wonder if I can find that article and stuff. Cities were actually shipping out their homeless.
I knew one. I knew a homeless guy that I know a guy that, he didn't come as far as Seattle, but he was out of LA. I knew the guy. He was homeless, kind of off his rocker a little bit, but brilliant motherfucker. Was getting a harder and harder time to get them checks from the California. So he was given a ticket to catch a bus, and he went up to Oregon. And so this is a true story. So as soon as he gets to Oregon, this is what he told me. This is actually what happened. He gets to Oregon and goes up to a park where they have a building in the park. He walks around and grabs a couple of rocks, and he chucks rocks through the window, smashes the window, just a few windows, and then sits down and patiently waits for the police to show up. And they asked him who did it. He says he did it. They said, why would he do that? He said, because he thought there were children being locked in there. He can hear them crying. He can hear them screaming. And when they check the building, there's nobody in there. And he says he could still hear them crying. Obviously, he gets labeled somebody of a mental discrepancy. They lock him up, but they put him right on social services immediately. He went to go stay in a mental place for a little bit and got released and got the same setup all over again, not in LA, but now in in Oregon, because they have better benefits for the mentally disturbed.
Wow.
So
somebody
is that?
It's kind of cool, Bob. Hobbs says, I have subbed to watch later. I didn't know Bob had a channel. And Bob has had his original channels all the way back to 2016.
Yeah.
So and original never got shut down. He's been up and running. He got strikes here and there, of course, like anybody else.
Yeah.
But his channel's been up. So when a lot of people say, well, Bob's not an original Medela or this. Well, Bob's more original than half these fuckers because Bob's been talking about Medela on YouTube since 2016. So,
I'm an OG,
so you want to
man.
know that?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I've been out since 2016 doing Mandela Effect channels. Everybody else
Look,
just came recently. I'm like, I'm
look at
old.
this. Look at this article. New York City is secretly shipping its homeless to Utah. Let me see here.
Hell yeah.
Utah and other states. This and all these states. According to a report from New York Post, New York isn't just focusing on Utah. However, the city is sharing its homeless population across 373 cities nationwide. It's a part of the former Democratic presidential candidate and current New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio's plan called the Special One-Time Assistance Program. The program to give homeless family year worth of rent. Oh, God damn. So they'll give you a year full rent, but you got to live in another state. I mean, that's messed up, dude.
That's brilliant because they're Mormons there. They're Mormons. So what they do is the homeless will come to Utah and they become Mormons. I mean, they're like not really Mormon at heart, but they just become, they acting Mormons. They become Mormons, and the Mormons have to take care of them. That's beautiful. Why not? I mean, basically, that's what Scientology does. And they take all the homeless and the disenfranchised, and they give them fucking gigs, and they don't pay them any money, and they just do free slave labor. But they get like was it three meals in a cot? So fuck it. Right?
I guess New York, Hawaii, California, Washington, D.C. have the biggest homeless. Well, God, Hawaii, I mean, they have to buy you a boat to get out here. Yeah. Cities have been offering homeless people free bus tickets to relocate. What impact are these programs having the cities that send the cities to?
Brilliant, man.
Well, I was always joking around that we should get big buses and get all the homeless people on and take them up to Canada, drop them off so they get free medical.
Well, sure.
Why not, right? Why not?
Well, that movie Scarface. Remember, not Puerto Rico, but Cuba was sending. They had taken all their prisoners, and they had sent them all to Florida. They'd sent them all to Florida in some exchange program, and America was allowing them to come in. They were coming in as migrants, but they were actually criminals. They do the same in Latin countries to the States. I mean, fuck it. Why not? America's fallen. Who cares anymore? There's no more gold-backed dollars. I mean, it's all fake anyway. They use your own social security number to pay for your own food. So screw it. Do it.
But I wonder.
Do it.
But what I'm wondering is, do the mayors, like, say you're mayor, I don't know, Bob, you're mayor in New York, you're a Democrat, and you want to send your places out. Do you purposely send all your homeless to a Republican state on purpose or back and forth?
Well, if you had noticed that a lot of them go to the Democrat states because, they're the crybabies. So they go mostly Democrat states. That's why Washington, I'm not sure about Utah. I don't know what they are, but, they go up to
Utah is Republican because they have Mitch Romney.
Yeah, well, and I know that California was Republican, right? And I think they were.
No,
Democrat?
California is Democrat.
Okay, so well then, anyway, they send them to Democrat. I would imagine it's easier to get benefits at Democrat places. They're not going to go to Texas. Texas would be like, fuck you, go to work. Here's a job. They're going to go to the places where they don't have to work. So, shit. I mean, I would go, if I were homeless, I would go to Utah and I'd walk up to the Mormon. I'm going to be a Mormon. I mean, aren't we going to like worship plates or something? No, here's a labor schedule. Here's free food. Here's a whole blah, 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 all this stuff, as long as you pretend to be a Mormon, you're fine. Just do it.
Yeah, really.
What else they got going on? Sleeping in a fucking tent under an underpass? Shit, give me a ticket. I mean, I'm technically homeless. I'm bouncing around, going to England, going all over the place. I'm in California with these guys, having a great time. Shit, I got no worries.
Yep. what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna play a video from Grandpa's World, a little story, and I'll talk a little bit about the story, and then we'll get into the Bigfoot story about investigated by FBI and what they found, and just to see, what's it like we always do: investigate it, look at it, look up articles. So I'm gonna play Grandpa's World so people can Bob, if you gotta get a cup of coffee before we dive right into it. So here's the Grandpa's theme.
I got it.
All right, people. So the video of Grandpa's World is called Danny by an Ape. So we want to find out what happened to when he got shot. I mean, that's just not being abducted. He got shot.
Yeah.
So did he get shot by like a bullet? Was it a laser? What do you mean he got shot? So let's hear this. So I changed the audio so we can make sure we can hear it. And here we go.
Welcome to Grandpa's World. I'm Grandpa. Today we're going to talk about Denny. Denny had gone to his favorite fishing spot. It was nice and quiet when he first got there, but soon as day was going to turn, the hairs on the back of his neck stood up. He heard voices, and he could hear footsteps coming up behind him. Before he could react, he felt something hit his leg. As he fell to the ground, his fishing pole fell into the lagoon, and his knees gave way. As he righted himself, and he saw standing before him 3 4-foot-tall aliens wearing silver suits and helmets. And he got to the side of him, behind him, and floated him into a cigar-shaped UFO.
Oh!
Once he was inside, a different alien put a helmet on his head, covered his eyes. Pretty soon they uncovered his eyes, and he saw a different alien in front of him. This one was taller, hairy, and blonde. His hair was wavy and is down to his waist. As he looked around, he saw a shelf. On the shelf was 6 men. Well, this frightened him immensely. Later on, the aliens gave him a drink in a stone glass. The leader of the aliens talked to him about weapons using hand signals and drawings. The alien took away the crucifix and rosary that Danny kept on him at all times. And they blindfolded him again, put him back where they first found him in the first place. Well, that's all for Grandpa's World today. Have a good day. We'll see you later.
Well, I mean, at least they put him back where they found him, right? I mean, that's a...
Was that a Sasquatch? I wonder what they saw. Maybe it was a Sasquatch.
Now it was interesting. He said it was a cigar-shaped ship. And let's see, I typed in cigar-shaped spaceships on Google. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw one of those. I have seen one of those. Those are becoming popular now. Those are actually becoming popular.
But now remember,
as in people see those a lot.
But okay, here I want to see if I could pull up this other picture. But I'm wondering if that's got popular because of this one. Hold on, let me see. Let me type in something here. Let me see here. Oh God, I hate when you open another tab and your thing starts spinning.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, it's Happy Easter to the English, because today's Easter for them, Eric. I don't know if you knew that. So you might not get too many English people. It's Easter Monday in England. And so I know,
I'm
not sure how it is in the rest of Europe, but yeah, Easter today in
this
Europe.
I pulled this up because remember in Star Trek, the voyage home, if you remember, the ship that was going across the galaxy to find the whales is shaped of a cigar. And I'm wondering, are people mistaking, like now they have this vision of what a cigar ship looks like, or did Star Trek use this image for their movie because this is what people have been seeing lately.
Well, they usually associate those with the Palladians, and the disc ones are associated with the little green men, the grays, or what the fuck they want to call them. I don't know. I think they're all fake. Anyway, I just think they're all jinn, just manifesting whatever they want to look like. But yeah, the cigar shaped ones, yeah, they're the ones a lot of people are spotting now. They're a lot of places. Some people think we have a full blown alien invasion at the moment. That's what's causing the Mandela effect.
Oh, Hobbs, you're off. You're on fire today. Isn't that Mr. Hanky in space? Yeah, that's a good one. Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky. I can't remember what the Hanky song goes from South Park. Mr. Hanky. Yeah, it does look like Mr. Hanky in space.
Yes. Amongst other weird object things you could name it as. Yes. Yeah, that's the one a lot of people have been spotting. I know some people in England that spotted. I did my investigation. I asked them, I said, what do they look like? They say it looked like a cylinder. Oh, shit. Yeah. No saucers. All cylinders. I've only talked to people that have seen cigar-shaped, cylinder-shaped ones.
There we go.
Unusual. Yeah.
I can see that. Mr. Hanky, I can see that. Yeah, got the shape. Yeah. Yeah.
Or yeah, God's deuce is floating in our space now. Yeah, Michelangelo did that painting in the chapel with God's ass, so maybe that's his deuce. Maybe it adds to that. Yeah, I don't know. So that's unusual. I think they just spotted a few of those in Hawaii. Is getting a lot of sightings, UFO sightings. And a lot of those are cylinder-shaped ones. So what's going on? Now, I can tell you right now, I was with these guys hanging out here, and I was showing them. I said, those aren't fucking airplanes making them lines. So the telescopes and binos are out. I said, they're see-through, and some of them actually look like cylinder-shaped. So I can see they're everywhere now. Everywhere. Yes, they are.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I mean, if there's an alien life force out there, it doesn't mean they're gonna have a ship that looks like the way we want it to look like. I mean,
no. To me, they're fucking jinn. You know my theory. Interdimensionals, man. They're just here fucking with people. They're just everywhere. Manifesting whatever they want. They can manifest it to look like a plane. They can make it look like a saucer. They can make it look like anything they want to look like. It don't matter.
Well, I guess at one time, Stephen Hawking led investigation into UFOs shaped like cigars spotted in solar system.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was loaded here in California. The skies were loaded. I saw X's, crosses. We were just having big raging drunk barbecue, and everyone's like, what shape is this? What's it trying to make now? Watching them make all these shapes in the skies yesterday is amazing.
I'm sorry. This picture, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be gross, but it looks like a dildo.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to say that earlier. Yeah.
Oh.
But today there's nothing. I see a few of them. No, there's nothing, no shapes in the sky. Ironically, it was on Easter here. It was on Easter. All these shapes were in the skies. Crosses, checkered boards. I'm sure people must have saw it here in California. All over the skies. But today, Monday, the day after Easter, nothing. Zero. Zilch. Just blue sky. Nothing. I bet you in England, if anybody's from England on here, chime in and say, hey, are your skies getting lined up right now? Are there lines being formed back and forth in squares?
Why is it in England, you're saying, how come they do their Easter today, not on Sunday like in America?
I don't know. I honestly didn't know. I'm not from England. I know that they just have it on Mondays. It's Easter Monday. We call it Easter Sunday, and they call it Easter Monday.
Kind of like they drive on the other side of the road, and we drive on the correct side of the road.
Yeah. Biddle Venom's in a sidebar, and he's not from England. He's from another part of Europe. We need to ask him in a sidebar if he could put down. Is today Easter Monday in Europe also? I mean, what's the balance on this? Or was it on Sunday? Is it Saturday? I mean, everybody seems to have it on a different day. Interesting enough. This is Easter week. I know they're still calling it Easter week everywhere, so it's going to be interesting. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Resurrection Day.
I mean, I never looked at Easter like a big holiday anyway. It was just an excuse to have a barbecue. What is this here? It's been quite clear in Manchester today. UK has Easter Sunday. UK has Easter Sunday. Monday is bank holiday.
Okay. So it's Easter Sunday and then bank holiday Monday. Okay, that's how they call it.
Hold on. What the fuck is a bank holiday?
What they call a holiday. A day off is a bank holiday. That means the banks are closed. That means pretty much when they say bank holiday, that means it's across the entire island.
Eggs are cheap. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. Oh, Costco.
Nothing today. There's no lines on nothing. Yesterday, man, we saw crosses. We saw squares. We saw a big X right over the house. Big X. Or over the trailer.
I got to show this. I could not believe this. Since we're on Easter, just for a second, I'm going to share this with you. I was at Costco on Saturday, and how lazy are we getting as a country? How lazy? I'm going to ask you why. I'm going to show you this, Bob. We were in Costco.
Yeah.
Look at this picture. At Costco, you could buy 24 cage-free colored, hard-boiled eggs.
Huh.
And these were over $10. Okay.
Whoa.
Now, I mean, are we getting so lazy as a country that we can't even boil our own eggs and color the eggs? Now, think about this. Let's use some comments. Let's use some common sense on this. Common sense.
Yeah.
I bet you, without knowing the exact percentage, at about 85% of all the eggs that get boiled and gets hidden out in the grass, that kids, I bet you 85 of the boiled eggs never get eaten. I bet you, most kids is looking for those plastic ones that has money in it.
Mostly plastic now.
They want mostly plastic. You want money in it. Yeah. I bet you 85% of these eggs don't get eaten. So you're paying $10 for a bunch of eggs that will never get eaten. I mean, if you're going to spend that much money, why not? You can still find cheap eggs for like 99 cents a dozen or $2 a dozen and color them yourself instead of paying all that money.
They don't know how.
I mean, is this representing how sorry and lazy we're getting as a country?
I don't think people remember how to do it. Honestly, don't think they do. Ask somebody. I mean, Eric, do you remember how to boil? You know how to do colored eggs, right? You remember how to do it?
Yeah. You get dye. Okay, once you boil eggs, you get dye. You drop it into water, and then you usually have this scoop, that little silver plastic. Yeah. You pick it up. You dump it. You want to dump it in one color or two different colors, and then you put it on a little box so it can dry.
Yeah, I mean, I remember vinegar. We'd use vinegar too.
Vinegar. There's different techniques.
Yeah, I mean, not too many people just know how to do that, or they don't want to clean after the mess with all the dyes and stuff. It was for the kids back in my time. You remember when we were kids? We did the color eggs, so it was fun to make the eggs. We made the eggs, but kids don't want to make colored eggs no more. They don't want to do that. It's like, why?
Put stickers on them. You have fun, different color. You make them like little trippy, hippie colors, all that, and then you go find them. I mean,
yeah. Well, now they get the plastic hollow ones, and you put candy in them, and they put money in them, and so now you're just bribing your children to go find more things. It's just, Yeah.
I guess Scott's making sense right here. The egg kit was $5 and the eggs were $2.29. Couple more bucks. I don't have to deal with the mess, but my kids make the eggs. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I mean, or like I could go to the dollar store and buy an egg kit for $1.
Yeah.
I mean, the point is it could be $10. It could have been $5. What I'm getting at is that we're getting to a point where we want everything done for us. I mean,
and kids don't eat the eggs. They
remember,
don't eat the eggs.
One of the biggest change in America, and probably all around the world, where there was a time and place where if you want to rent a movie, you went to Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, you go out, you meet people, and you pick out your movie, you discuss movies and all that. You have interaction, right? You have interaction. But now you don't do that no more because you just rent it right through your TV or you rent it right through your thing. So there's no more meeting people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying cooking eggs is going to meet people, but usually you get all your kids together around the table. You have conversations, making the eggs. Now it's like, hey, don't worry, kids. Go into your room, play on your game systems, rent your movies online. You don't have to talk to people anymore. And we already got the eggs already all done, already to be hidden for you. So, I mean,
there's no creativity anymore.
No.
Remember, one of the biggest Mandela effects for me is that there is no creativity in this place. Music is god awful. The only music that's played well are people that are our generation that actually have the memory effect and they remember how good music sounded. And you have only a few of them, but just I call them the local Ryan Spurians or whatever. Their music's awful. It's fucking horrible.
Horrible. On the News Friday, this news guy was talking about these two young men, because they're not at school. They play music at their own house, and he recorded his guitar solo, he recorded his drums, and then they're putting it all together, and now they made an album, and the news was saying, this is great to see with kids. And it's like what you're saying. It's like, what, that is not great because music with bands, I feel like somewhere it needs to be earned. They need to be playing. They need to go out in clubs and like earn their sound, change it. Yeah. Now they make it in their own house, right? Hey, I'll do the track. You do the track. Hey, dude, you put it together. Hey, guys, we got an album. And they put it on YouTube, they put it on the news, and nobody's earning shit. Nobody earned their sound. It's an awful music world now. It really is.
Horrible. People say, you want to pay me to make an album? Give me a day. Okay, I'll make a whole album. What the first thing I would do, Eric, I'm putting my face on for this one. So the first thing I would do, guys, is I'd get a pair of tennis shoes and I'd put them in the dryer. And then I'd turn the dryer on and I'd set up a recorder next to the dryer or the sound effects. It would make the drum beats in the dryer with the tennis shoes. Well, there's your drum right there. And then you would add some vocals of whatever you want to make it and just hit a keyboard in a consecutive way and then have it program and just reloop itself over and over again with the shoes in the dryer. And you have an album. I'll call it rap music. I'll just call it whatever. I don't know. What the fuck I want to call it, but easy to do now. It's people's small. To me, as an anthropologist, I remember the old brain. So it's just me though. And we have a small frontal lobe cortex, which is your creative center. So which is telling me there's no creativity here. It's gone.
The creativity's gone.
It's gone.
And then by you promoting and by these news channels promoting people putting all this music together in their house, it's like saying, "Hey guys, you need to club anymore. You don't need to find a club anymore. You don't need to go play live in front of people anymore." It's so sad,
Yeah, I'm gonna be a DJ. I'm gonna get an old dryer and I'm just gonna wheel the dryer into an empty area where I'm gonna have the DJ party. I'm gonna put the tennis shoes in the dryer, turn it on, and I've got the beat, and people just start dancing.
Yeah. Now, when you bought an album back in the day, on average, there's 10 songs on an album on average. Yeah. And if you got 4 or 5 great songs, you got an album. Now, everybody's just shooting to make one song. And because you only have to sell one song now. You don't have to sell a whole album. So everything's cheapened where nobody is concentrating on, hey, we got to make 10 good solid songs, kind of like AC/DC Back in Black, right? Making a solid, good, full album. Nowadays, hey, we only need to make one song because when we sell it on Apple Music, Google Play, nobody's buying albums anymore. They're only buying the one song. So nobody's concentrating on great songs. You might have one song, and then that's about it.
I should do that. I should take some shoes and put it in the dryer for a drum beat, and I'll just take some old keyboard and I'll just do the same riff over and over again, and I'll come up with some lyrics like
and I'll put something in the washing machine and record it, and we'll put my washing machine in your dryer, and then I'll record the dishwasher, and we'll get our we'll have Hobbs in the chat. He'll do the dishwasher sound. We'll have Roman Konopka. He can do the stepping sound on his feet, and we'll just put it all together.
I'm going to do some bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. And then have it repeat itself. Bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. It's easy. I can make modern music. It's easy. Bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks.
I'll read this. I took part in a world record-breaking virtual gig last year, 2,500 musicians. The feeling of playing with the band just wasn't there. Google rocking 1,000 global gig. I played the bass on that. Hey, Hobbs, I agree with you 100%. Hobbs, when I buy an album, the first thing that I'm doing is when I'm listening to it, I'm visioning it on how it's going to sound live, because I want to picture this album live. And then now, if you take the live element out, where nobody's going live no more, it's all going to be virtual. It's all going to be on YouTube or whatever. Because even when the world gets back to normal, and it will, but how many non-concerts are going to happen now because people are afraid to go? So now I can't picture an album how I'm going to hear this on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta know. Can you imagine, Bob? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, do you want to see Social Distortion at a club, or do you want to watch them on a YouTube channel? You want to watch it on a club and hear the rawness. You don't want to hear it on a YouTube channel.
Yeah. That's where Eric and I disagree. It's gone too far. It's not going back to normal. It's done. We've went way. I'm not saying it to be pessimistic.
Nothing's ever going to go back 100% normal. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
We're going to have something, basically flush this fucking toilet, because it's done. Too far gone. I can't find anything normal. Too far gone. The music, the clothes. I mean, it's gone.
Because once you have the 80s, the 90s, and they all start dying out, the last of the great arena bands, you can say arena bands, once they all start dying out,
they're gone.
You're not gonna have any more great arenas. It's all gonna be keyboards, technical tech, no more rawness. No, I hate to say this. It's almost to the point where the only thing that's gonna be real anymore is probably good old country, because those people are still gonna play. Yeah. You're still gonna find barns. I'm not calling all country hillbillies, but you know what I mean. They still play outside. They have the balls to play outside.
Well, a lot of those guys are old. I'm saying old isn't bad, but they're older, like my age, and they're from our time, and they can still play actual musicians. They can still play instruments, as in they don't play them now. It's all on a computer. It's done for you. Finished. We're done. Once the old people are gone, the youth are done. The youth are programs.
This is perfect. It's not summer without going to Pinnock Knob to see Willie Nelson and Kid Rock or Bob Seger. Yeah, because summer is when all the festivals are out. Yeah. It's weird not going to festivals. Remember, guys, everybody, last September, I was all hyped to go see the big concert with Motley, Def, Poison, Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Who knows when that's going to happen?
It ain't going to happen, dude, because we got the fourth wave coming out. It's just what it is. We've already talked about it. It's already the fourth wave is on its way. So you're going to have to mask up, and there's nobody going to go out to no concerts. It's already started. It is what it is. There's no concerts, guys.
It's so sad.
It's dumbed down to the dummiest of dum-dums. It's just what we are. It's with an idiocracy. It's idiocracy and it's full-blown action, man. It's done. Unless we have a big-ass flush, it's done, man.
See, that's why I still like to go to the movies, because it's like the only thing that feels normal, going there, getting some popcorn, sitting down, and sitting down, feeling normal just for a couple hours.
The youth
and
are
then,
gone.
Of course,
unless they get a spanking, they're fucking gone, man. Hi, I'm binary. I don't give a shit. You look like a girl to me, so I'm gonna call you a girl. I don't care what you say. They're gonna grow up with that mentality. It's gone, man. Unless something drastic happens, and it has to happen, we're done. So when you say things are no, there is no normal anymore. It's got to be shaken up. I'm supporting the idea of something fucking happening. Can't go on this way. We're done. We're gone. Something has to happen. We're finished. We're screwed. Can't do it. Can't survive like this.
Yeah.
Can't. Kids are going to be idiots. They don't do cursive in school. You don't do cursive?
No.
What do you do? Emojis. No. One of the guys in camp here was talking about, they're reading about the Bible, because I was talking about Mandela effects. They're all freaking out. What the hell? What do you mean it's not lion and the lamb? I said, well, it's fucking the wolf dwells with the lamb. They're freaking out. They were looking up on Bibles, because I was showing them how to do it. And they're going to come out with a King James Version emoji Bible. It's going to be all emojis. I go, huh? You're going to have
an
emoji Bible?
I got to show you this.
What's that?
Hobbs put he put that thing in the chat about that rocking thousand globe. So I clicked on it, right? And when you click on it, I'm not going to play it, but when they start showing music, hold on, let me get to a point where they start showing.
Well,
hold on. Yeah, hold on. See, everybody's in different places. They're not together playing.
Okay. Wow.
It's just not right.
Wow.
I mean, I get it. They still got to play music.
Yeah, they go pull it off. Wow.
But it's just it's weird, and like you said, biggest thing I'm afraid of is since they know they could do this now and make it sound, are they going to stop doing live shows anymore?
Well, it's not that they can do this; it's that they did do this. They are doing this.
Yeah, they are doing it.
It's happening now.
And don't get me wrong,
being done.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is not talent. This is very talented to do this, but it doesn't take away of seeing it in person, getting that beer, getting I'm not saying get drunk, but getting that alcohol.
That's where a dude meets a chick, or a chick meets a dude.
Well, did you know? This is not a sex channel, but young people are now not really going out and meeting each other, and they rather not be intimate now with the other sex anymore, because they're getting more excited just staying home and looking stuff up on computers.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of a sad. It's kind of a sad.
Yeah, they don't know what they are. It's like, I'm gay.
Exactly.
No, you're not gay. You're a straight dude. You just think you are because they programmed you to think you are, but you're actually not. So you're not. You like chicks, and you're just locked in the room with your computer. You don't know what the fuck you like. You've been jerking at the granny trannies for so long. Now you think you're a gay and that likes granny trannies. I'm like, no, you don't. Go meet a girl. Go on now. Go say hello with your mouth. Say hi. You want to buy her some flowers or a pizza with your own money you've earned.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I know it's a different world now. I mean,
it needs to be flushed. I will flush it. Give me the fucking switch. I will hit it. Done.
Now, The title of the show was called Bigfoot was investigated by the FBI. Here's what
Yes,
they
they
found. Now, it says legends of the large ape-like beast can be found all over the world. Since the 1950s, the United States version of this has been Bigfoot. And since 1976, the FBI has had a file on him. Now, technically, the FBI has files on everything, not just Bigfoot. I mean, they have files on UFOs.
They got files.
Whatever gets set out in the world, they have an FBI filed on. I mean, the year director Peter Byrne of the Bigfoot Information Center, an exhibit in the Dalles, Oregon, sent the FBI about 15 hairs attached to a tiny piece of skin. Byrne wrote an organization couldn't identify the kind of animal it came from and was hoping the FBI might analyze it.
Yeah.
He also wanted to know if the FBI had analyzed it, suspected Bigfoot hair before, and if so, what Byrne's conclusion was. Let's see here. So at the time, Byrne was one of the more prominent Bigfoot researchers, says Benjamin Radford, deputy editor of Skeptical Inquirer magazine. In 2019, a lot of people think of Bigfoot as being sort of silly and a joke or whatever else.
Yeah.
But in the 1970s, Bigfoot was really, really popular. That was when the $6 Million Man had a cameo by Bigfoot. Oh, $6 Million Man? Did he fight Bigfoot?
I think he did. I can't say to see, but somehow in my mind, I think he did.
Well, let me see if there's an image of this. And
the $6 Million Man fight Bigfoot. I don't even remember that. But something inside of me says, I think I remember that.
Oh my God.
Right?
Let me show the image. You got to see this image.
Okay.
This is great.
Yeah, the
I love reading these articles because look at this. Well, look at the way he looked. That looks like a man. It looks like a man with a bad wig.
The $6 Million Man. That's kind of cheap now. It's $6 Million Man. That won't cover your plastic surgery anymore.
No. They were going to do a remake with Mark Wahlberg and call it the $6 Billion Man, which technically the $6 billion would be more right
now. $6 Million Man. I mean that's Donald Trump's hair implants or Biden's hair implants. That's what that is. Grown men with hair implants.
Now, there's two ways you can look at it, right?
Yeah.
Now you could say, yeah, it's kind of like when Steven Spielberg did Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now everybody has a shape of an alien, what they're supposed to look like. Or was the TV show given money? Say, hey, do an episode for us on Bigfoot. So majority of the people think of it as more of a joke than what's really out there. I mean,
yeah. I still have a lot of difficulty with. I went to school for anthropology, so you could do DNA testing, and when I hear we don't know what it is, I'm like, yeah, no, you've got so much research and equipment now. You can narrow it down to at least a primate or a bear, a certain vertebrate. You're not going to tell me you just don't know what it is.
Maybe they know what it is, but they don't want you to know what exactly what it is.
It still makes no sense. So what? We found a new cryptid. There's the North American chimpanzee. Okay, big deal. Okay. It doesn't mean they're going to die out. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird to me. I'm out here hunting them now, so the North American chimpanzee, they're out here, no big fucking deal. You find them, you record it, and then they live in this area here. Big deal. It's not like everyone's gonna go out and kill one. So why would they hide information? It's weird to me. It's weird. Why?
No, it's true. Well, let's see what else this thing says.
Yeah.
This was also after let's see here. We'll get back to it. Where also Roger Patterson and Robert Gremlin released their famous video footage in 1967.
It's the same one, yeah.
Showing Bigfoot, Northern California, in which that's the we had Bigfoot people on this channel saying that's the holy grail of Bigfoot.
Yeah, it is.
That's the holy grail, and these are good, honest, good people. So if they tell me it's the holy grail, then I put some weight into it.
Yeah.
It's worth nothing that the original evidence that launched the Bigfoot craze, a trail of oversized footprints discovered in the same region in 1958, was revealed to be a prank by a logger Ray L. Wallace in 2002, or was it set up to make it like, oh, it's a prank?
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, you don't know. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
No.
Don't ever call me a truther or a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not. But
Eric's a liar, not a truther.
I'm a researcher. We're
There
researchers. We're
what I said.
researchers. That's what we are. We ain't no truthers.
Yeah.
We're researchers, because 95% of all truthers are all fabricating their story. But that's another
yeah,
day.
they don't know shit.
Many people believe that Bigfoot creatures in the Patterson Gremlin film was a costume prankster as well. Byrne has always believed the footage is real. Jay Cochran Jr., assistant director of the FBI Scientists and Technical Service Division, wrote back to Byrne that he couldn't find any evidence of the FBI analyzing suspected Bigfoot hair, and that the FBI usually only examined physical evidence related to a criminal investigation. Well,
Yeah.
well, first of all, listen, people got to understand that now that part is true right there, because listen, the FBI is paid by us. They're paid by taxpayers' money.
Budget.
So if we're paying our taxpayer money that goes into the FBI, you don't want them to waste our taxpayer money on stupid hair. You kind of want them to investigate criminals. So I can see them passing on this, because it's all taxpayers' money.
Well, yeah, the majority of these investigations come from a university. That's how it works. And you have an anthropology department. And so you have an area where they claim to have certain sightings. As an investigator in the anthropology department, they've got to pull funds out to do that. So if you get allotted funds, you're able to go do the research. But that's where it mostly comes from. It comes from the university. So having an FBI, they don't even have they don't have all the resources to actually investigate a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
They don't have that. Oh. I mean, you got a fucking townie dude out there in the forest. No.
Oh. I like the $6 million man inspired a whole load of primary school kids to run around the playground in slow motion. I was one of them. You know what? A lot of people say the Matrix movie really started that slow motion kick in the air and everything like that. And it's like, no. They just took what shows like $6 million man did and
they're
kind of
copying Steve Austin.
Yeah, they actually added CGI to make it look fancier. But Hobbs, you're right. $6 million man was famous for that. That slow motion, and then he had that sound, that old, whatever that sound is. That,
yeah.
Is there a $6 million man footage I could do slow motion?
I mean, the cool thing about being a $6 million, NASA. Remember, he was a test pilot, also in the astronaut program. So he was a test pilot and / astronaut that had an accident, and then they put $6 million into rebuilding him with cyborg-like muscles and machine parts. So badass. Steve Austin. I remember having a Steve Austin doll. You could look through the back of his head, and you could see all the way through, and you could see through one of his eyes. Remember that? You could see one through one of his eyes. Who doesn't have a Steve Austin $6 million man doll? I mean, some people even bought I can't remember the name of his manager. He had like a manager dude. Like, what the fuck is this guy? It's like his manager. They had his doll too. He'd send Steve Austin on a fucking mission. But technically, he still worked for NASA. Now, NASA spends $6 million on a toilet seat. They spend $6 million on a pencil, or a scriber, a set of shoes. Was it $6 million for a bowl of fruit for the space shuttle or whatever the fuck they have up there now? I don't know. Ask SpaceX.
I was on YouTube. Trying to find like a slow motion video, but there's another video on here that says Jeffrey thinks real Bigfoot was on the $6 million man. Really? Come on.
A real big, that's cool.
Look, somebody thinks that Bigfoot was real. Come on. That guy's he's either nut. I'm sorry.
No, we gotta see it though. I wonder if it you can't. I don't know. You can't show it, you'll get in trouble. But I want to see that.
Well, hold on. Let's see. We see if there's like in the middle. I'm trying to find in the middle of it a fight scene.
At the time to the Universal Studios.
No, it looks like it's not even a footage. They're doing pictures because they probably own the rights and to shut it down.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh my God, yes, there's a doll too. Oh, let's look that up. Let's see if we can find the dolls. Let's see.
Doll.
Let's see here. Google.
Should be a
Google.com.
red.
Let's see here. $6 million man toy doll.
Should be a jumpsuit, like a red jump. I'm not even looking. I was taking a piss, but it should be a red jumpsuit.
There it is.
Wow, I can't see anything on the screen because there's a bright ass sun at it. It's all black. But does he have a NASA symbol on there?
This one has a picture of the $6 million on a red suit, but there is a blue suit. Hold on.
A blue suit.
One with blue clothes and one with red clothes. I'm sure they had more than one.
Huh. I bet you they got the Bigfoot version, the Bigfoot doll. The $6 million man Bigfoot doll.
And one of the eyes has like a robotic eye.
Yeah, that's the one you were able to look through.
Oh yeah, that's right. Steve Austin. Yeah.
Sucks, I can't.
Oh, and there's look, there is a toy of the
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Whoa, I can't. Shit, I wish I could see it.
Vintage bionic Bigfoot $6 million doll. You can buy it for $325.
So there is your direct evidence of Sasquatch. Simply by the $6 million doll, Sasquatch doll.
There it is. Yep.
Does he have robotic? Does the Sasquatch have robotic parts?
This one here looks like the chest. It's robotic. Look like a piece comes off, and beneath it is robotic.
I don't have a memory of that particular episode. However, it's like it rings a bell. It's weird. I'm trying to be honest with people.
I don't remember him fighting Sasquatch.
That's weird.
$6 million man Feebot Godman figure. I remember they did the girl version show, but was there a girl robot on the $6 million man?
Not that I'm aware. I know that there was a $6 million woman.
Yeah. This is a robot called Feebot. It's the woman robotic, and like I don't remember a woman. I know the one they made the spin-off for the TV show. They had her on it to do a spin-off, but as another whole woman character, Feebot. I guess they did.
$6 million woman.
Oh, looks like
I wonder if he banged her. I wonder if $6 million man banged the $6 million woman. Doesn't that make $12 million if they have a baby?
Yeah.
Sure that
Hey,
kid.
hey, Hobbs. Hobbs put the fight scene in the chat, and I went over to click on it, and it says, uh, uh, here, let me show you what it says. I can't play it. Let me show you. Share screen. Hold on. This is what it says.
Can't play in this country.
Video unavailable. The video contains content from NBC Universal, who has blocked it in your country on copyright grounds.
Wow.
I can't play that video.
Would have been a guaranteed strike, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually when they're that hardcore, yeah, usually they don't care just for the monetization money. They want everything.
Want the dinero.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man. Well, at least we got to see a $6 million Sasquatch doll.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett played a 6 million woman. Yeah, that's right.
Did she really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if that was her. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Here, let me go back to the let me go back to the toy and I'll type in Farrah Fawcett, $6 million woman.
I mean, this is all relevant to the Sasquatch because since $6 million Steve Austin fought a Sasquatch. It puts it in the same category. It's relevant.
Yeah. The return of the $6 million and the Bionic. Oh, she was called the Bionic Woman.
Woman. So it's Farrah Fawcett? I thought it was like Lindsay something, so I don't fucking know.
Well, hold on. Okay. Let me type it in IMDb and we'll we'll get it. We'll see exactly IMDb.com. So hold on, let me take this off.
Wow.
We're all going to discover this together. Let's see here.
It's important. We know these answers, guys. I want to know if it was Farrah Fawcett, it was the Bionic Woman.
Let's see here.
You don't hear anybody else having bionics.
Oh, hold on. Oh no, this one says Lindsay Wagner.
I knew it was Lindsay Wagner. Yes.
Yeah, Lindsay Wagner is the Bionic Woman.
Lindsay, I don't even remember her face, but I could say I was like Lindsay something. Lindsay Wagner. Yeah, it wasn't Farrah Fawcett. Lindsay Wagner.
That's 80s hair.
Of course.
70s hair was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's when the women had hair. I think now they've got short butch haircuts and stuff like that.
He shouldn't be holding her that tight. That could be considered Me Too movement right there.
Uh-oh, what is it? I can't see shit. It's all.
He was just hugging. Guy had his arms around her.
Yeah, be careful, man. You don't want to be in a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful now. I'm flushing this. I will hit the switch. Give it to me. I will hit it.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. No, we learned this together. We learned together.
Like, who would remember? I don't know why I remembered Lindsay Wagner. That makes me a nerd.
What is that? Well, yeah, Lindsay was lead majors in another series with Farrah Fawcett. Oh yeah, because lead major, wasn't he the stuntman show? The stuntman with Farrah Fawcett. I think Farrah Fawcett was in was it called the Stuntman? Here, let's see. Lee Majors. Lee Majors. Stuntman. The Fall Guy. It's called the Fall Guy. That's right. Let's see here. Let me share this screen. The Fall Guy. Here we go. Let's see here. The Fall Guy Wikipedia. Lee Majors.
Okay, I'm back. I lost the internet up here.
No, we're looking up the Fall Guy. We think she's in the Fall Guy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Here, I'm gonna go to IMDb. I'm gonna type in the Fall Guy. Same actor.
Aliens here. I think I'm about to be abducted.
1981, the Fall Guy. Here we go. Lee Majors, Douglas Barr, Heather Thomas. Oh, was she not in the? Oh, was Farrah Fawcett not in the Fall Guy either?
My God, where
Holly Ford Merce, Bruce Kessler, Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley was 4 episodes. Now, is that Paul Stanley from the band Kiss? Well, let's click on it.
So far, she's just in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, I guess she's not in Fall Guy. I thought, man, yeah. Oh, she's in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, she's one of the original Charlie's Angels. Yes,
Charlie's Angels. Oh,
yeah, she's in Charlie's Angels. I had her poster on my wall.
oh, I spelled it wrong. Charlie Angels. Oops.
I had her poster on my wall, even into the 80s, right next to Phobicates. So I had a bikini, Phobicates in a bikini next to Farrah Fawcett in a bikini on my wall.
Farrah Fawcett, yeah, she was. I'm gonna click on her name. Let's go once and for all. Let's click on her name. Let's see
have
her.
Farrah Fawcett on their wall in a bikini poster. Come on. See, that's what's wrong with you today. We should make that mandatory. Here's a dude. You're young. Here's a Farrah Fawcett in a bikini poster. Put this on your wall.
Let's see here.
Here's a Van Halen album. Rock this.
In the 70s, she was in Logan's Run. She was in a few episodes in the $6 Man.
Oh,
she's
shit.
in 1, 2, 3, 4. She's in 4 episodes in a $6 Man.
He's right.
So sketches. You are correct.
Right.
He's in 4 episodes of the $6 Man. So
sketches is on. Everybody, let it be known he is correct. There we go. He is not incorrect. He is, however, correct. Just different context. Yes.
She's in 1 episode of the Brady Bunch. One episode of the Brady Bunch. Somebody killed her husband. Some movie. An Almost Perfect Fair, Sunburn, Saturn. She's in Charles Angel from 76 to the 80. Oh yeah, she was also in the Cannonball Run. And hold on, TV series The Fall Guy. Farrah Fawcett was in a 1981 The Fall Guy.
Wow.
So she was an episode of The Fall Guy.
Wow. Congratulations, people.
Well, remember, TV actors do bounce around on other TV shows because remember, in the 70s and 80s, you were either a TV actor or you were either a movie actor. Remember, it was a big deal to go from TV to the movies. Now it doesn't give a fuck and
now they go from the movies to the TV. Yeah, there was that one producer that produced all of these. A famous guy. He made all the sitcoms of the 70s. He's famous for that. What was his name? He was famous, man.
Wow.
Here we go
from talking Bigfoot all the way down to Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett, yes. It's relevant because, as somebody clearly put, there was, in fact, a Bigfoot that fought Steve Austin, the $6 million man.
But now, this story here about the hairs, about being Bigfoot. Now, remember, we looked it up. This was dated 1977. So what year was that episode on the $6 million man?
Oh, I don't know. Good question. There's that 77 that keeps popping up.
What year was
77 is relevant now. You guys are into the number thing. So of course, I think Biden's 77. Whole lot of 77s.
Bigfoot.
Those of you that see numbers,
TV episode. Now it was same year, 1977. So, but that's kind of close, 1977. So, don't know if he filed the paperwork first, then the show, or filed it after the show was on TV. That's gonna be a hard one.
Yeah.
Because that episode was 1977.
What other things happened in 1977 that are famous? What is famous in 1977?
Happened in 1977.
We just go everywhere. We go everywhere. We might learn. We're learning things, guys. It's relevant. These things take us on little journeys everywhere. We just get to learn cool things.
Let's see. Let's see here. What happened on June 13, 1977? Oklahoma Girl Scout murders is an unsolved murder case that occurred in the morning of June 13th, 1977 at Camp Scott in Mays County, Oklahoma. So there was a murder. Who was president in 1977? Democratic Jimmy Carter was president in 1977.
Of course.
What was the number one song in 1977? That'd be interesting. Tonight's the Night, Rod Stewart.
Whoa.
The number one song in that year, I guess. Number two was I Just Want to Be You Be Your Everything was by Andy Gibb. Number three song in 1977 was Best of My Love by The Emotions. And Barbra Streisand has number four song, Evergreen, Love Theme from Stars Born.
Evergreen? Okay, Evergreen, guys. Get that one.
Now, what was in the charts in 1977?
So
ABBA was in the charts, David Soul, Elvis Presley, Ross Stewart. Well, Ross Stewart had the number one song, so that's not hard.
So 1977, what's her name? Well, who sung? Wait, so they sung that song Evergreen by Barbra Streisand, huh?
Yeah, for that movie, The Star Is Born.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. Then you guys, it's Evergreen. Remember, Evergreen is kind of relevant at the moment. If you guys are doing research, it was that tanker that got caught in the canal. There's also some weird history with Evergreen. It's kind of weird.
What happened in 1977? Incorporation price. Oh, let me click on this. Let's see. This year, 1977. The year inflation rate 6.5. The year the Dow Jones. Average cost of a new house $49,000. Wow. Average income that year is $15,000. Okay. Average monthly rent $240. Oh my God. Cost of gallon of gas 65 cents. Below are some price in the UK. Barbie road trip with motorhome. Doug Wrist Warrant AM radio. Okay. New York City blackout.
Oh, 1977, the New York City blackout.
That lasts for 25 hours.
Woo.
That's big. That was huge. That was huge. Oh, USA Atari release in North America, which that's a revolution for game system. Oh, Elvis Presley died 1977.
1977. Wow.
Australia federal elections. Australia holds federal elections on December 10th. All 124 House of Representatives seats and 64 Senate were contested. Israel Egyptian leader visits. Okay, well that's nice to know. Panama Canal. The U.S. returns to the Panama Canal back to Panama.
That's changed.
Yeah. United States Commodore PET computer release. Apple II computer. The first Apple II computers went on sale. More information, 1976, April 1st computer. But then the first Apple personal computer goes on sale. Oh, wow, Bob.
What?
Okay. July, the first Apple I personal computer kit goes on sale for $666.66 in 1977.
No.
Yep.
No.
Look at my screen.
Oh, no.
666. July, the first Apple personal kit goes on sale for $666.66.
really in 1970s. I told you guys 77 is relevant for some reason. Believe me. 77. Okay. Apple computer.
Number of the beast. Trans-Alaskan oil pipeline. The more information on the timeline for the Trans-Alaskan oil pipeline. First oil traveled through pipeline from Alaska to the U.S. productions. Ooh, I forgot this. Star Wars started in 1977.
Star Wars, 1977.
Up Saturday Night Fever premieres.
Wow.
For the UK, the Clash debut album.
1977.
So a lot of things happened in 1977.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Wow. Yeah, Star Wars. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, this is a pretty good website because this website has the 70, 71, 72, 73 search. Hey, I'm going to put this website in the chat in case anybody else wants to look up.
I like it that Barbara Streisand has a hit evergreen in 1977. We're having some issues with evergreen at the moment, the tanker and all these other things that were evergreen.
Yeah. Holy shit, 666. Yeah, the first Apple computer, 666.
I don't remember that. I don't know. No. So Apple Computer came out in 1977 for $666.66.
Yep. And that's the kit you got to build. You got to build it too. You got to build your computer at home. Mm-hmm. It's like it was so like the Radio Shack, and you bought it.
Yeah.
And you take it home and you got to put it together.
Wow. Oh God, guys. Wow. That's why I love, sometimes you get certain numbers that are like codes to look up. I follow down the rabbit hole. So we got some interesting. I got to keep talking there. I got to grab my little book. I got to write some things down. I got to write down that song from, in my book. Shit, I forgot it. 2 seconds.
No, go for it. So according to this is the paperwork that was sent for Jay Crocker Jr. Let me see if I can read this thing. Mr. Howard Curtis, Executive Vice President, blah, blah, blah. Dear Nizar Curtis, the hairs which recently devolved to the FBI laboratory on behalf of the Bigfoot Information Center and exhibition have been examined by transmitted and incident light microscopy. The examination includes a study of morphological characteristics such as root structure, monetary structure, cutie thickness, in addition to skull cast. Also, the hairs were compared directly with hairs of a known origin under a comparison microscope. It was concluded as a result of the examination that the hairs deer family origin. The hair sample has submitted is being returned as a enclosure lottery. Now, first of all, it'd be interesting if they had that same hair nowadays, just because DNA has come so far ahead. And I bet you if they took those exact same hairs, there probably is a DNA match to normal animals.
Yeah, of course. And what happened to the DNA hair? They lost it?
Oh, God, Hobbs. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Did your first touching. Love it.
Green. Barbara Streisand. I'm going to write that down.
Love it. Yeah, that woman was in everything.
Yeah.
Let me see here. To be clear, this is not evidence that the FBI endorsed the existence of Bigfoot, and meaning than the U.S. military decades-long investigation of unexplained aerial phenomena, popularly known as UFOs, is an endorsement of the existence of aliens. It all means is that the FBI did a favor to the Bigfoot researcher, Raffer says. There's nothing wrong with that, but it shouldn't be mistaken for de facto government endorsement of the reality of Bigfoot. Even so that basically means they probably give a big donation to the FBI government to do this, really. Even so, Bigfoot believers may tempt to spin it in that way. They love the idea that there's a smoking gun in the FBI files. See, look, Bigfoot must be real. Otherwise, the FBI wouldn't have taken it seriously. Listen, you donate enough money to an organization, they will do a research for you. So
sure.
I can see that. I can see conspiracy theorists going crazy saying, look, this is proof. The FBI was looking into it. Now, listen, we had a minimal researcher Bigfoot group that was on this channel that had, did a video that they're camping and some kind of a military or government agency parked in front of them and camp, like keeping an eye on them. So, so don't get me wrong that, they're looking, everybody's looking, but who knows? Maybe they're checking to make sure they're not legally hunting something. I mean, we don't know.
Maybe Bigfoot are a bunch of mutated super soldiers. Maybe they're not some primitive animal living in the forest. Maybe they're super soldiers, genetically modified. Just like you remember how he the first hour we had the alien. He talked about the alien, and inside the alien was a long-haired, hairy creature. Yeah, like a Wookiee. Yeah, I think they are modified super soldiers. Yeah, I think they are modified super soldiers.
So I clicked on this square down there on the smartest U.S. president ranked, and it says the number one smartest president is John Quincy Adams. And of course, hey, listen, I'm not debating on who's the smartest and who's not, of course, but
how can you be the smartest?
How do you know?
I
mean, Quincy Adams, Thompson Jefferson was number 2. I mean, how do you really know how smart somebody really is? Like John F. Kennedy's number 3. Is it more for popularity? Like Bill Clinton number 4? No, hold on. This is bullshit. If this guy was this smart, intelligent, you think he would have done what he done? He got caught in the White House? Come on.
John Quincy Adams didn't have plumbing. He was still shitting in a bowl under his bed. No, I wouldn't call him smart. They didn't even have modern medicine yet. How could he be smart?
Well, how do you give these people numbers? Jimmy Carter, if he was that smart, if he was number 5, how come he lost after 4 years? How come the economy went kind of shit under him if he was that smart? So I guess, I'm just curious, how do you get numbers? Oh, John Adams. Oh, there's a regular John Adams. Another John Adams must have been his son, or is this one his son? U.S. president 1797, 1801, was a lawyer, political theorist, diplomat. Oh, so this is the father. So they're saying his son was the smartest president ever. Because remember, there's only been 2 presidents that been president and their son's been president. George Bush and his son, John Adams, and John Adams' son.
Yeah, but he was still taking a dump in a bowl under his bed without plumbing. So how is somebody... I mean, they didn't know what sanitation was back then. How could he be smart? That was the number 1 invention forever, is next to the duct tape. So how the hell is this guy smart? No.
Yeah.
He would have made plumbing. He would have made sanitation. Everyone's stupid back then.
And I bet you they're probably going to put Trump dead last, right?
Well, yeah, he's an idiot.
I know. I mean,
Biden is right. You should put them side by side equally. They're both idiots. They're all idiot. Put Clinton. They're all related genetically. Rh negatives. That's not a conspiracy. That's a fact. So they're all from the same idiot line. They're idiots.
Now, George Bush father was 26, and I'm sure they're going to put the son like second to last. I bet you.
Well, his role was to be dumb, so he should be last. that was his job, to be stupid. We've got weapons of mass destruction. Like, what? These guys are fucking they're pasteurizing goats
No.
there. How are they building weapons of mass
He's
destruction?
actually 39.
Oh, really? Oh, 39. Okay.
I'm just curious who's the 5 dumbest according to this.
Who wants to be on that list? Wow. Who is the number one idiot? Wow.
Let's see here. Well, how come Ronald? I don't get it. Smart as you. How come Reagan was on before 28? Now he's number 8 there. What the hell? George Bush. Now he's number 7. I don't get it. Did they just change the whole? Number 6 is now Nixon. What? Barack Obama number 5. Are these Gerald Ford number 4?
That's racist.
Number 3, Jimmy Carter. But Jimmy Carter was already on there earlier. I don't get how they're doing this list. Harry Truman number 2. Then who's number 1? Donald Trump number 1. Oh, it must be the dumbest. I guess that's okay. He's the dumbest. Well.
Well, he didn't go to college, really. He just kind of. Anyway, I'm not. They're all related and idiots. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this, Hobbs? To be honest, I was married to Hillary. I take it anywhere I could get it, and not even think about the consequences. I like that. I think Clinton, Carter, and Obama were good, and Bernie Sanders would have been great. You know, Bernie Sanders
wasn't related to him, so he couldn't do it.
You know, he would have been great because remember, Bernie Sanders is not a true Democrat. Bernie Sanders, most of his career is an independent. But to run as president, it's sad that you can't win if you're independent. So he ran under the Democratic ticket, but he was more independent. And that's what we need in office is somebody who's actually more independent than just picking one side party.
We need to do away with the whole thing and just have a one king of England. That's me.
Yeah.
I'll be solely in charge. You guys, marijuana is legal and you can drink at work. It's fine.
Well, I actually watch a couple old Star Trek and Next Generation episodes. You know, sometimes you don't want to watch something serious because you're working on your computer, you're working on the show. So you play stuff in the background. You know, just because and they're I remember Picard kept saying, you know, we're I forgot what he called. We're something of the planets. We're like all one. And you're right, in a way, we're never going to get far in life on this planet until technically we become one planet where one government, one king in a way, where there is no more walls. There is no, I got to have a passport to go to Canada. I got to have a passport to go to freaking Mexico. Yeah. Why do I need a passport for my own world, for all the land? I mean, until we get rid of all borders, we kind of need a one king. I'm not saying one king where it's the same family. Like Bob, you started off. You know, we could do democratic, but it's got to become. We got to be like Star Trek. It's not in a way, you know what I mean, like Star Trek, where it's one planet. Otherwise, how are we going to get anywhere in life when we're all fighting each other?
Yeah, there's going to be one king after that old lady dies or whatever the hell she is, the Queen of England, whatever they call herself. She's false anyway. As soon as that old haggis fucking croaks, dude, I am king. Done. Problem. World fixed. Marijuana for every man, woman, and child. Done. Immediately, you guys will get a haystack of weed delivered to each door
if Arnold was slightly younger, he'll be a good president. Yeah, Arnold. No, are you talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger? 'Cause, I mean, we know he was governor, but of course, since he's from another country, he can't be president. But I would never had a problem if Arnold was governor because or president, because some people do want a better. Okay, he is talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, Arnold when he was governor, he took a lot of shit from being governor, but Arnold really did go over the line to say, hey, it's not about a party. Let's just make this state better. I mean, that's what you need.
Bring your enemies before you. Hear the lamentations of the women. Oh, no, that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to have that. I'm going to create wars just to have fun for the youth.
But God, it's just so weird. You know, we have a joke of a UN that just, you know, a joke that, yeah, you got every representative from every country there, but they really don't work together.
No, they're related. They're all
related. I mean,
but nobody listens to me.
It's just, God, it's just so, you know how, God, fuck, what is it? It's Hong Kong? Fuck, why am I having a brain freeze? What city went back to China? Was it Hong Kong?
Oh yeah, Hong Kong, yeah, because
Hong Kong.
It was under lease from England, and then the lease was up after a 100-year lease.
Yeah. You should never go back to nobody. We should just all be one. It's just so we're so animal related in this country. We're so done by greed, because if there was no greed, we would be one world. But because there's greed, power, and money that makes all decisions, where people like Donald Trump can actually get elected, we're never going to become a better world.
However, competition is acceptable for all males.
Well, listen. If you want to become president of the world, competition is the only way, right? You have to prove yourself on why you should be the leader. That's why Bernie would have been great. He had great ideas for a functional progressive system. Hey, listen, I agree with Bernie on the part where every person should be able to get a free education.
Yeah, but
he go to college, dude. Bob, I watched that documentary show on Netflix about the college scams.
Yeah,
where
I saw it.
They were faking people to be like their athletes to be able to get into college.
Yeah,
any kid should be able to get into any college. They should and not cost your whole fucking future just to go to college for one class. Well, I don't know how much money you pay to go to UW, but
oh god,
some people pay like $17,000 a year for the cheap colleges. That is ridiculous.
Well, you're looking around $100,000 when you're done with the university.
You sure?
And then you got to get that job, but then you have nepotism. So unless you join the
that's why
Freemasonry, you're not going to get it.
We're becoming such an idiocracy, like you said, an idiot dumb country because only the rich can afford to send people to college, and they're sending their kids who are more lazier than anybody else who never worked for anything in life.
Yeah.
So you got idiots getting a free pass to go to college, and then they get a free pass to become CEOs, become major in companies because their parents own everything. And the smartest people on this planet are the non-rich people, and we can never get a break in life.
Right? Like Biden's son, he smoked crack, and he was in charge of a large company.
Look, I'm not here stepping up for like Amazon. Well, here's Amazon, a guy who actually created this company out of his own garage, and because he made it big, and now all the governments are like, we can't have somebody who's not from our family taking over half of this. This is our business. You know what I mean? And then we're going to fuck this company up because if it's not a kid from a Donald Trump family or a Bush family, you shouldn't be able to make it successful from a garage.
You mean the family? Remember, people don't get it because they're all related. They're RH negative. Every president was an RH negative. I tell this to people, and they're like, It looked right past me. I was like, do you not know that they're all RH? There's only 17 or 15% of the world population are RH negatives. I'm not putting them down. I'm an RH negative. However, these guys, all presidents are, in fact, RH negative. So they're related. It's
Look at
like,
this.
yeah, that's stupid.
I know students that are still paying for their college in the years of the 90s. And here's one. Milwaukee School of Art is design costs like $200,000. I took the tour of it twice because I wanted to go there until they told me the price. I mean, the video consoles were invited to keep our kids inside and not interact. And you know what? If you want to do online instead of going there, the prices are still the same.
Yeah.
It's like you said, they digitally get to print themselves money, right? So look, you're a major college, right? You're charging people $200,000, and they get special tax breaks because they're a school. So they're double dipping. We're taxed more for the rich to go to school, and the schools that takes all these rich people, they get special tax breaks. I mean, it's a fucked up world that we live in. If you really seriously think about it.
I told you we need to flush this shit. We need Godzilla, but for real.
Yeah. And Bob, why is it if you go to college in your own state, it's gonna be a little cheaper. But if you wanted to get out of your state to explore life, which everybody should want to explore, and you want to go to a college next to your state or go to Midwest, you gotta pay almost double. It's not fair.
Triple, quadruple.
It's not fair. It's like you should be able to go to school anywhere you want.
Yeah, but it's not designed that way.
No, it's not.
Construct, so it's
not. It's pretty sad.
And it's pretty evident fact. I mean, it's like we're not just bitching and whining. It's just fact.
No,
so it is what it is.
We're bitching. Bob, we're in our 40s. We're kind of past our prime where we're talking about free college because it doesn't affect us anymore. But it just sucks that I see my kids, right? I'm looking at my kids, I got one is 16. I mean, I got one is 20, like 23, but I got a 16 and a 14, knowing that if they wanted to go to some kind of a normal college, I can't even afford normal college.
No, they're going to have to become strippers.
I would have to take a loan. Or you're right. Women, a lot of women, smart women who go to college actually do strip jobs on the side to be able to pay it. These are your true, real blue-collar workers of the world. Yeah. What's sad is they shouldn't have to do that, but they do it because there's the only way for them to get an education.
Yeah, they have to go online and strip. So that's what our youth is going to do now for a future job. Most youth will become online strippers. And that's where they're headed. They're already trained to do it. In fact, they're already doing it because everybody's in front of a computer screen 24/7. There's no interaction. You're not going to the soda shop anymore, Toto. So you're just chatting away on the internet. So China is watching you through your internet naked. So there you go. Pretty much they're all watching you naked.
I have been on full pay even though the lockdown because the students have the funding, even though most of them have been at home for months. Yeah. Hey, listen. If we're all in life have to pay taxes. I mean, there's no way around it. But I mean, if I had to pay a little bit extra so kids can actually have a chance to go to a school, I would be behind that because by making everything fair, in the future, it's going to start to get the smarter people in these positions where they should be, and all the money savings you will see in the long run because we'll actually start having smart, intelligent people instead of the family that you're saying about, like the normal family who are just greed and money, and they're raised that way.
Yeah,
we're never going to get out of the rabbit hole.
You're not
going the way we're going.
No, there's only certain families that are allotted that's privilege. You're just not one of them. So, I mean, I always tell people I feel bad for you, but you're just not allotted that position. But you're smart. Yeah, I know you're smart, but you're not part of the family. So you're. In reality, unless we flush this entire system, you're not going to get it. You're not. It requires 100% pure flushing of the entire system. Everything. Square one. It's what has to happen. I hate to say it. It's kind of sad. As an anthropologist, I can't see any other way. That's how civilizations work. They have a large coup. There's a big flushing of the civilization. They start from square one, and there's an entirely new structure after that. This is how it works in history. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully, you guys are becoming religious and start praying to some monster ass thing to come down and kick some ass, start tearing shit up.
Yeah.
Where's Godzilla? We need Mega Godzilla. We need King Kong. Tear shit up. Change things.
Yeah, I was getting on. Somebody was like not arguing with me, like somebody says, I go, yeah, that's a. I go, I saw Godzilla and Kong. That's a great horror movie. And somebody's like, dude, that is not a horror movie. I'm like, did people fucking die in the movie? Didn't a lot of people die over? They were destroying buildings, buildings. I go, yes, it's a horror movie. Yeah, probably Godzilla and Kong probably killed maybe 1 million people.
Yeah,
in this city. So
a lot of them.
No, that's not a horror movie.
That's a horror movie. I would definitely call that.
Man, I tell you, I'll tell you. We're almost close to the end anyway.
Yeah.
That movie is meant to be seen on the big screen. Kong and Godzilla. Fuck the human stuff. You could cut out 20 minutes of the movie. I would have been fine with it. But the fighting scenes of Kong and Godzilla destroying buildings and all that, and they're finding Mega Godzilla, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching. I think today. I'm watching it today.
Yeah,
it's not going to be at the movie theater. It's going to be on TV screen, big screen.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Yeah, but I mean, it is more of a Kong movie.
Yeah,
it is more of a Kong movie than Godzilla, but it's perfect because Godzilla is that mysterious lizard that just comes in, it does his shit, and then leaves. That's what Godzilla is. Godzilla, Kong, you always got to chain him up, put him in a cage, you got to watch him. Godzilla is different because Godzilla, you don't watch him. Godzilla goes, hides, comes out when he needs to.
That's right. It's the
a lot of people died in Godzilla. Yeah, a lot of people died. And the guy's gonna tell me that's not a horror movie? Like, oh bullshit!
It's the aquatic beast.
There's I love the 60s and early 70s. Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, 60s and 70s Godzilla. Listen, we grew up on those. Those are always going to be the best. There was nothing better seeing big creatures fight each other. And that's why I appreciate Godzilla versus Kong, because sometimes fuck real life. Sometimes you want to fuck real life, all the worries about people not going to college, and you just want to turn on the TV and see big monsters fight each other.
Turn your brain fucking off. I love it. I mean, that's how we could just do wars. We could solve wars by like resurrecting these large dinosaurs and just have a dinosaur battle in an arena. Like this one represents China, and this velociraptor has been resurrected by like Holland, and then you have one from like Germany. Like, I don't know, different dinosaurs can be resurrected by different people and have a big battle in an arena. Let them fight. Let them fight the wars. The dinosaurs.
Yeah. So guys, we're getting close to the end, and then Wednesday, we're gonna I hopefully on Wednesday we'll have a lot of people from the UK, because I want to get people's opinions that are from the UK about this Loch Ness. I mean, I want to know from these people from the UK. Do you guys put any stock in this Loch Ness? Is it? Some people say it's more of a shape of an eel. And I want to know from the people in the UK about Loch Ness. So
I'm going to be going to Scotland, so I'm going to go look for it. My goal is to ride it. I want to do 7 seconds. I want to be the first American to ride Loch Ness for 7 seconds.
And then Friday we're going to be talking about 10 giant animals that are that are long since dead. I got an article about these 10 animals. Let's see if some of these animals are considered Bigfoot or these Loch Ness. So we're going to crisscross. And of course, we could talk about eating conversations. And of course, people in the chat, if you haven't watched my revamped of the alien hand syndrome, I dropped that on this channel this morning. And if any of you guys are horror lovers, like I am, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm gonna be talking Friday the 13th franchise and talking about my favorite ones and all that. So if any of you guys are Friday 13th fans, go to my channel tomorrow. Just subscribe, click on it, and then you guys could join the conversation tomorrow about Friday the 13th franchise.
Absolutely.
And then Bob, you got any the Bigfoot hunters coming back tonight that you might be talking more Bigfoot on your channel?
We might actually. Everything is up in the air because we're kind of scattered at the moment. Everyone's going to be coming together here pretty soon. Yeah, so it'll be spontaneous. It'll just come out when it comes out. I just do them live when situations happen, and that's about how it works. So be there or be square. You just got to be there for it. Yeah, so, and if everyone's enjoying it, so.
And everybody, Torres says HBO Max has a bunch of old school Godzilla on there right now, and he's correct. And Juan Torres' name came up a lot today in that Alien Hand Syndrome video this morning that I dropped again, remixed it a little bit. His name came up because we know when you talk about alien hands, he's around.
Yeah, we want to congratulate Torres for not talking about alien hand jobs today, which is fantastic. It's hard for him. He's working at it. He's got a therapist because he's obsessed with them alien hand jobs. We don't know what's going on with that. We don't know now.
That's awesome. So, guys, we're going to end the show. Hopefully, you guys had a good time. We kind of went everywhere today. I mean, everywhere, which is fine. This is cool. This is what we wanted. So, so everybody, we'll see you. I might see some of you tomorrow. Hopefully, I see all of you tomorrow. But if I don't, I don't. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.